A few years ago, a friend asked me if I would put together a video for her of poses that she could do in bed, and unfortunately, I never got around to do that until now. Here is my gift to my friend, and in this, you may want to use a strap. You'll see me lying on a mat the entire time. You can lie on a mat if you can get on a mat, but otherwise you can do all of these in the bed. Enjoy the practice. We'll start lying down on our back and with our palms pressing onto the mat. So as we do, we just have this moment here to just work the transverse abdominis and the core muscles here. So with your hands pressing down on the mat, as if you're walking, as if you're going to lift it, you're walking on your back, as if you're going to lift up your right foot to take the right foot forward. Just without lifting the right foot, just imagine that the right foot is lifting up off the mat and feel that engagement, the front of the thigh, and you start to feel that engagement at the core. Now press your left hand very firmly into the mat. So the palms are facing down, both palms are pressing into the mat, but especially press the left palm down as you imagine that you're about to lift up your right foot. You're walking, or you're imagining that you're walking. But the right foot doesn't lift, it doesn't leave the earth. The right leg just becomes engaged. You feel the kneecap lifting up toward the pelvis, and you feel this nice core engagement. Now release, and as if you're walking, taking the left foot forward. So you press the right hand down, as if you're trying to lift your left foot up, but it doesn't leave the mat. You're just lifting it up. And beware, because a lot of times I notice that people are just squeezing their glutes to do this. Release your left foot down. Now lift, or imagine that you're lifting your right foot for walking, stepping the right foot forward as you press your left palm down. And the more you engage this, the more you find this nice engagement in the core muscles. And now draw your left foot forward left foot stays on the mat, but as if you're walking to take a step with the left foot, press the right palm down as firmly as possible. Keep the right shoulder down as you're doing that. Release your left foot and just engage your right as if you're stepping your right foot forward, pressing the left hand down. And opposite left foot, imagine that you're stepping it forward as you're pressing the right hand down. And again, right foot, feel like you're about to lift that left hand. Press down with the right hand as you march, or imagine that you're stepping your left foot forward. And now change side, right foot, left palm. Change side, left foot, right palm. And trade side, right foot, left palm. Notice if your shoulders are lifting when you're doing that. Keep the shoulders down. Left foot, right palm. Right foot, left palm. Left foot, right palm. Right foot, left palm. Left foot. We're not hyperextending at the knees, so don't lock the knees. Slight micro bend for most of us. Right foot, left palm. Left foot, right palm. One more cycle. Right foot, left palm presses. Left foot, right palm presses. Turn over to your belly. Let's begin some back strengthening. Take your hands to your side, press your palms down. Press down with your palms. Take the heads of your arm bones back and lift your chest. And exhale, soften down. Now, as if we'll be taking the hands to interlace the fingers behind the head, you'll go from the hands pressing on the mat to the hands just pressing the back of the head and pressing back. Inhale, lift your head up, lift your hands up, take the hands and just tap the back of the head. Exhale, reach your hands back and press them down to lift yourself up more. Inhale, take your hands, tap the back of the head. Exhale, reach back. Last time, inhale, tap the back of the head. Exhale, reach back and slowly release your forehead down. Turn to lie on your back. So just soften here for a moment with your knees bent, with your feet nice and firmly planted. Just allow the breath to help you expand the area to the low ribs. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. Now straighten your legs. So reach your right leg and your left leg out. Press your palms to the mat. And similar to what we did when we started, so as if you're walking in place, engage the right leg and imagine that the right foot is lifting. The left hand is pressing down. Now, when the left hand presses down, notice that maybe your left shoulder wants to lift up. So instead, press the left hand, the left shoulder down as the right foot wants to lift up. And trade sides. Left foot lifts or imagines that it's going to lift in a walking stance as the right hand presses down, and opposite, right leg, left hand. Now left foot, right hand. Now right foot, left hand. Just notice if you're really squeezing your buttocks here, you want to try to soften a little bit and just work the legs, not squeeze your buttocks. And trade sides. We'll do one more round. Whatever you're on, lift one foot, the opposite hand, and the opposite hand, opposite foot. And slowly release. So you've got this nice engagement of the core muscles. Try to keep that as you take your strap around your right foot. So take your strap around your right foot and start in with both legs on the floor. Try to do that engagement of your core muscles, the transverse abdominis especially. You found the location of that muscle in the imaginary walking in the supine position pose that we just did. Keep that and inhale. Take your right leg up. Take your strap in your right hand. Take your left arm out. Take the head of the right arm bone back to plug the shoulder in nicely. Reach your right foot off to the right side. Now notice if you go too far, you really lose that engagement of the left leg. So keep your right foot slightly lifted so it doesn't feel like your left hip point wants to disassociate itself from the earth. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Take the strap in two hands. Just draw the foot slightly more forward, meaning in the direction of your head. And now slowly take your foot down. Have both feet on the floor. Take your strap around the left foot and keep your left foot on the floor. Pause there. Keep the heads of the arm bones back. Keep your right leg stable. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Take the strap in your left hand. Reach over to the side as you extend your right arm out to the side. Let the chest stay open. Your right thigh presses down, not up. Inhale, root down to lift the foot up. Take the strap in both hands. Keep your hands nice and wide apart now as you reach your left foot slightly toward your head. Keep your right thigh pressing down. And slowly release your foot, release your strap. And take your arms up over your head. Pause there. Now move both your hands and your feet to the right side. So as you move your hands and your feet to the right side, with the hands and the feet on one side, the side body expands so fully. See if you can expand your breath even more from the armpit all the way to the hip point. Let your breath just create a little bit more space between the ribs. Soften your facial muscles, but keep your hands relatively active, especially the hand that is spreading, the wrist that you're holding. Keep that very engaged, and you'll see that affects the outside shoulder nicely. Walk your feet and your hands a little bit more now that you've been in the pose for a while, just a wee bit more to the side to get this expansion. And slowly release your hands and just pause here for a moment with your arms down to your side and your palms facing up. Just to allow your feet to just kind of draw to the side. And all this work that we're doing in these yin yoga poses, it just allows the parasympathetic nervous system to just to check in, to allow the stress to just kind of slacken so that again your neuromuscular system can react, can create more freedom. The breath has more fullness. The blood flows so much more freely. Take your arms up over your head again. Hold on to the wrist of the opposite hand as you walk your feet in your hands over, so you're in this crescent shape. So again, the limbs are not passive. You're not checking out here. Rather, you're really checking into the side ribs. But what enables you to enhance that even more is an engagement of your limbs. And of course, the way we check that engagement is through the spread of the toes, the spread of the fingers, to get more tone in the muscles of the legs and the arms. Walk your feet and your hands just a little bit deeper in your side stretch. And maybe you're feeling like you could go a little bit deeper on this side than the opposite side. That information just really helps you build, helps you grow, helps you mature in your yoga practice. Just knowing what sides, what the idiosyncratic aspects of each side is for you allows you to really customize your practice. And now slowly take yourself back and just pause here for a moment with your arms to your sides, with your legs feeling this kind of freedom. And breathe into the side body so that you get this nice fullness of the chest. Feel free to stay in Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining the practice. Namaste.